Hi, my name is Mariah Leal, and I'd like to take a few minutes to talk to you about our children. Growing up in today's world is so much different than when we grew up. We were, able to stay out till the streetlights came on, assorted things like that. We didn't have to worry about so much of what the kids today have to worry about. There's a lot of bullying. There are more single parent homes than there were back in our day, a lot of latchkey kids, and we also have things to worry about, such as the bigger problems: drugs, alcohol, um, abductions, things like that. Some of these things we can help um, to prevent from happening. Some of them we can't. What I want to talk to you about today is something that we can do to protect our children. And that has to do with educating our kids about dogs. In this country, the number of dog bites that occurs every year is quite high. And the astounding and bothersome part of that is that more than half actually of the bites that occur with children. And we are trying to stop that. There are 43 million households that own dogs in the US, and that's a lot of dogs. So dogs can be great, they can be beneficial, they can help in a lot of situations, but there's some things that you have to know first. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about. I had worked in the animal field all of my life until a head-on collision left me disabled, which was quite devastating. And at that point, since dogs had been a part of my life since I was 6 months old, and I came from a single parent home. I was also a latchkey kid, and I was also an only child. So I really didn't have a lot of company, shall we say. But I had my dog, and she was everything to me. She was my nanny, she was my playmate, she was my protector, and we were 3 months apart in age. So what came to me, and it was through my bull mastiff puppy that I got at the time, was that we need, with these high statistics of dog bites with children, we need to educate our children. A lot of us, when we grew up, dogs ran loose, everybody knew everybody's dog, and it was commonplace. But today is much different. Piper, my bull mastiff, inspired me to write a series of books. I had kept a log on her when she was growing up, which is what I did with most of my dogs. Kind of like a baby book, probably because I haven't had kids of my own. So I would do that. But on hers, I found that I was doing a lot more detail, like how we dealt with different issues, how we dealt with fears she had, and how we did training and things like that. So one night when I was sitting there reading over her log, I got the idea that I would do a series of books that would take you from the day she came to live with me at 3 months to her first birthday, and what needs to be done with a puppy as far as training and socialization. And I wanted to do it through Piper's eyes and to do it in a way that kids would understand. So we have realistic pictures, photographs. We don't have any cutesy drawings because it is a nonfiction book, but it is a delightful story as Piper is telling her about her first year of life. So I had started in with trying to get published. I wrote the books very quickly. It took me a while to self-publish because money situations when you're on disability are not the greatest, and I also decided that we needed a little more than just the books. So I did develop a PowerPoint presentation that I do at libraries, at schools, at Boys and Girls Clubs, and I have found that to be very beneficial because I can focus on different parts of the book that are very important and go into more detail, and usually the parents stay for that. And although the books were written for children, I have teenagers who have bought them, I've had adults who have bought them, and everybody has good feedback. And we've done presentations here on Long Island as well as in central New York. And I worked, before the accident, I was a vet tech. I was a professional groomer with my own shop, and I did obedience training. So I had the expertise, I had the knowledge. While I was waiting for the verdict on whether I would be able to heal from my injuries or not, I did go back to college and to a veterinary degree program, and wound up doing a lot of writing there and actually being editor of the newsletter there. So I kind of honed in on my writing skills, which was my second passion in life, to animals. What I'm asking you now is that since we have had success, I need to expand from the areas I've been working in, and you can't do that without good marketing, and you can't do marketing without funds. I also have another book called Piper, A Dog with a Mission, that is written. It is ready to go to lay out into print, and I would like to have that at the printers no later than the end of October. It's a follow-up book to the series, and again, funding is my problem. So I am grateful that I had Piper in my life to let me pursue another venue in a field that I love so dearly. And we also want to show people that along with the importance of training and socializing your dog, and socializing means with other animals and people, the good things that dogs do, and how they can help the latchkey kid who comes home to an empty house, and how they can be their best friend, and they can be their protector, and somebody to tell secrets to. And there's a lot of events that bring the family unit together, which I think is especially important during this day and age. You can go to charity walks with your dog. They have a lot of those for human causes and animal causes. There are competitions that are fun, and we want to show you that side of it too. But you have to have a well-behaved dog that's been properly trained and socialized. And that's the message that I want to send, and I don't want to just keep it in New York. I want it to go nationwide. But I cannot do any of this without your help through my GoFundMe campaign, and then you can be part of our mission too. So I want to thank you for your time, for listening to me, and help Piper send her message nationwide. Okay, thank you.